Hi, I'm Tom Bowers.
And I'm Matt Meldrum.
We are Sons of Nothing, and we're here to talk about some of the tracks on our new album, Almost Paradigm. I think we're about halfway through.
Good, because I'm getting tired.
Yeah. We just sang for about an hour, and now we're doing this, and Matt's maybe never going to have a voice again afterwards. It's going to be...
Check back in 2020.
Certainly. So now we come to track 8, Anachronism, and this is another one that went through kind of a long process, didn't it? I don't know.
Yes, I would say so. I think I'm not even sure how many different versions of there are in existence, but from a writing standpoint, you handed me these lyrics, and I sat with them for quite some time, if I recall, and was really trying to get a feel for melody. That's one thing I was really trying. I was striving from a music writing standpoint on this whole album to focus on melody first. So I was trying to really legitimately, on most of these songs that I wrote music for, to not write chords, to not write rhythms, to really focus on just the rhythm and tune of the melody, and then be able to write around it, which was certainly a challenge, but I hope that it yielded some pretty good results musically and some interesting things. It was a fun experiment.
Yeah, and I think it was just a matter of arrangement. I think the basic idea of the song and the melody was always there, and then it was like, should it be slow? Should it be fast? How much do we funk it up in the middle? How proggy do we want to get? There's always this kind of push and pull in our creative process between how poppy versus how proggy. We have this weird schizophrenic tendency to fill up all the space while also being ruthlessly editorial. It's very hard for us to sometimes to let things hang out or to let things get away from us. And so there was some discussion on this song about how involved the arrangement was going to get. Ultimately, I think we decided to keep it kind of very Floyd-like, very sort of slow, mid-tempo, downbeat all the way through, rather than ever letting it rock.
Right.
Which it could have, but we reined it in, and I think the song's better for it.
I think our choice of drummer on this one certainly helped to propel it to what it is as well.
Yeah, Lee Wiggins came in, our friend from Atlanta, who we worked with in theme music, and he had just the right touch on this. He played around the melody, and he understood the dynamics of it. He helped to shape the listener's attention in a way that a drummer just, keeping time all the way through it wouldn't have.
I really think he caught the vision that I was trying to push from an arrangement standpoint.
It's a very nuanced performance that he gives, and I really, really dig it. The song lyrics, this is another song that started off about the idea of the past and having heroes, whether they be whether they be politicians or entertainers or people in the public eye, and looking up to those people and the reputation that those people have over time, and whether those reputations are justified, and the idea of heroes versus role models. And when you compare yourself to the generations that have gone before, how do you feel like you and yours stack up? And there's a lot going on in that song, and I'm not entirely sure it came out as a cohesive statement, but I certainly hope it's compelling enough for the 6 minutes or so that people are listening. The spoken word bit that intros the song, it was recorded in a cab in Scotland. In 2012, I was on vacation in Scotland, and we were talking about Glencoe and Celtic history and folk music and all of that sort of thing. And this guy not only was witty and informative and really cool to talk to about all of this, and knew all the local lore and stuff like that, but he also had just the most fantastic accent. So I sort of surreptitiously turned the recorder on while we were having the conversation, thinking I might get to use this someday. I don't know for what, but it'd be great. And then it just so happened that this sort of impromptu speech he was giving about people from a different time who used music to communicate their ideas, and how those ideas transmutate through the generations to mean other ideas, just fit perfectly with the lyrics I was writing. And so, kismet, serendipity. Also, we felt very old making this record, and that's part of it too.